KSM is quickly becoming the number one OT. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Here we go. Hope everyone had a good day. It's on the topic of refunds. Let me just check my files here. I don't have to. Yeah, we're having a great time already. Maybe too much fun. That's good. That's good. Alrighty. How many we got? I don't know. This is plenty. How about that? Hey, recording started, and guess what? It is May 3rd, 2019. 24 is fine. Because I have to get on with it. I've been saying it forever, and I'll say it again right now. I've got to get on with it. Let's talk about some of the things that we are tracking. Brazil. Boy, they didn't waste any time, did they? Oh no. News the next day. Brazil. Boom. And guess what? Nothing fake about this. OTCmarkets.com. OTC Markets, the organization, accepted it. They have a relationship with Brazil. They've accepted their filings. Maybe they'll accept an attorney letter. Maybe, you know, if you're interested in Brazil and what's going on with Brazil, I don't know anything about songs, Jesse. I don't do that. This is a serious broadcast. They've accepted it. People are shying away from Brazil, and it was actually our guy there, A. Nason, you can say his own real name if you'd like, who mentioned, you know, this is what they were doing on LFAP, getting grumpy about the share structure and how many shares are set up to dump or whatever like that. But you know what? we know that they can't dump for a little while. And we know that they're going live. And this news, because a lot of people were asking, well, is this good news? I mean, if it was great news, Brazil would have done a lot better today. Right? It would have done a lot better today. But if I were a chartist, do you chart? If I were a chartist, I would see a daily trend that is going up in a big way. I would see on the 30, yes, there is a small downward cross there, but signal line still moving up in a lovely way. And most of all, the news itself, listen, they're letting you know that they recently exited. I don't understand that. They recently exited a restructuring which involved a recapitalization of the company's debt. It seems like they got the wrong word there. Doesn't it? Exited. Because we saw in the filings that they've cleared off the debts with share awards and things like that. And they're pleased to get the company in line and get them ready for some groundbreaking acquisitions. I know, he texted it. And so, they seek to acquire performing brands to add to the portfolio, and the brands sold online through strategic retail relationships. I understood what they meant too. So they're not letting you know what the relationships are yet. They have a new website, which starts sucky, really sucky. And it gets better. There's still some work to do here. I'm going to be honest with you. But this part was the part I cared about right there. Boom. Now, where I'm from, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Canadian person. I was born in this country. But outside of that, I'm from this area right here, like just around here. And this is where I grew up. I love the United States. And as a matter of fact, I would consider moving there. But for the time being, I'm a Canadian citizen, a Canadian resident, and a resident of basically this, I got to say, 6-block area, born and raised. And where I'm from, excuse me, where I'm from, they're leaving a lot on the table with that news. They're leaving a lot off the table. They're not telling you the whole story yet. Okay, Gavita vitamin spray, you can actually find it on Amazon. The reviews, Dermatia, you might be able to find that on Amazon. But if I was lining up pumps to sell shares, Amazon be good. Right there on the website. So it's coming together. If I had a wish for Brazil, it would be that it wasn't just a pink reporting ticker. And it would also be maybe that they pump it up before issuing all those shares or even filing about all those shares. But they're trying to do it in an upfront way. If they were SEC reporting, this would be at a dime by now. But I think most of all, Brazil, which used to be called Brazilian Gemstones or some bullshit, Scepter Holdings now are affecting a reverse merger, right? They're rolling a bunch of companies into a ticker that used to be Brazilian Gemstones. And it's essentially a reverse merger. You know what I'm saying? So what I don't do, which I've done, is get impatient and unload reverse mergers literally the day after you find out about them. That's in my history, if you remember me on Prop, Falcon, any number of other things where I went like, no one's going to care about this anymore. And slowly but surely, they locked it up. And until those shares start coming on stream, I believe they can because they sell their products on Amazon. Right? Like if they sell their products on Amazon, they're able to say, find us on Amazon. It's like anything else. I don't know. I don't know what to expect here, honestly. And the one, I know that I'm happy with my entry. I highly doubt we're going to end up in dubs again. You know what I mean? Like, I think around that penny to 15 zone is an okay place to be. But I remember another ticker that was a pink only merger into vitamins that went and then died off for a few days and then went bonkers. And I'd taken my eye off the ball on it. So I'd like to see where this goes. Speaking of seeing where things go, in my special interest segment today, I would like to speak to you about data call technologies, which at the end of the day was a scramble for shares. If you'd like my analysis, it was a few days ago. I said I was going to hold on to it because it was of interest to me. And here we are today. And I broke down why it's of interest. And I'm sure if you're like me, you were like, I can't do this anymore. But right into close, guess what? Started getting urgent again. Why do they do it? If this is so dead, why are they taking 4 to 6 million a day and even 2 million on a Friday with hardcore slapperinos at the end of the day? Why are they doing it? Well, I told you why. And maybe a few other people are in agreement with me about what the company was trying to do. Slapperinos. K-Pay. Yesterday, K-Pay had news. Today, you would trade it on the 30. I sold it on the 30. And 65 to 76 on something this liquid with heavy duty size, a Super D's. On the first day, it's 5. Yes, this hair. Oh God! We'll see what it has in store for it. But if I know anything about K-Pay, and I've been in it a few times, Kelly can tell you about it. And if I were to say anything about K-Pay, that might just be a triple top on the daily. K-Pay's got to cool off a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but the history of K-Pay is a very clear trend down. So you need to trade it accordingly. That 30 cross, good for me, because I know what K-Pay does.
The news said 180.
Maybe eventually. I don't know anything about songs. Let's continue on. we're going to put together a watch list and talk about a few things. And there's something I was meaning to do. Let me just see if I can get it together. It's time for Front Load Friday. We're gonna find those front loads. We're gonna find front loads. Oh, ho, ho. How can you look into my eyes, say you didn't load it? How can you look into my eyes, tell me to buy it? Oh, how can you tell me to? How can you tell me to buy it? And if I won't buy it now, 'cause you front loaded it. Oh, 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 Front Load Friday. Oh, front load, gonna find that shit. Thank you. Thank you very much. What song was that? Here we go. What's the song? Nope. She doesn't have to. Oh, wait. She doesn't have to. Well, I'll leave it to you to find. All right, let's get started. A few things bugging me lately about some of these things. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Before I do this, here's what I want to talk about. I got a message yesterday, and it's something that's been coming up, and it was a really fair message, and it was fair ball. And if I could load it, I'd tell you all about it. You loaded it? Guess not. Okay. Here's the question. And this isn't his voice.
Pat.
No, I won't do it. It's a great question. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I see it, it requires you to trade full time or at least spend a large amount of time every day to be successful at the OTC, unless you are swing trading with larger volume in the OTC. Being that I work full time, this is difficult. I'm thinking of getting into big board. I don't know what to do. What do you think? This is a legitimate message. And, it got me to thinking about, like, I don't know. And for those of you who are new, or newer, like these, I prefer to trade the OTC. And the reason I do is it's twofold. Number one, the upside is massive. The upside is massive. And number two, this is a niche, because there's any number of gurus telling you to trade big board tickers. And this is a niche where my special skill set for filings and nuance and really the fine points really, really comes through. Okay. But what this actually is trading skills for life. Like no matter what you want to trade, you don't need to trade what I trade. You don't need to be in the chat. You can take those essentials videos and take advantage of me when you need help with things or questions to trade any market. All trading is the same. And this is what I wrote them. All trading is the same. Balance sheet, chart, filings, share structure. That's it. And catalyst. Everything that we deal with here, garbage news pre-market that gets dumped on, they got that. Debt-laden balance sheets, they got it. Fat pig share structures, they got that. They got thin too. Up or down, they have that. The tickers behave the exact same way on the chart. And more importantly, the way you scan for it is the same. What's moving? Everything you're going to get out of these essentials videos is what you would need to trade on any market. And so if you want to trade with me on the chat, like I'm looking for those heaters because I can find them and I work hard at them. But if you wanted to get into swing trades, if you wanted to find value on the I have videos of doing big board watch list. Take exactly what you learned here about filings, news, catalyst, up or down, everything like that. And you know what? Turn your ears off. And I had a spaz attack. I don't know if you saw this today. Tell me if this looks familiar, and then I will do Front Load Friday. And I don't have spaz attacks a lot. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I'm actually very easygoing. And I'm going to show you some tweets from traders who are trading the big board IPO Beyond Meat, which has been a big runner. You run?
I heard someone yesterday talk about BYND having less cholesterol than a meat-based burger. Science has proven cholesterol only increases in your blood.
Enough.
It's interesting, the Beyond Meat team isn't trying to condemn meat lovers. I am not a vegan, but I love the idea of having meat-free alternative. Pretty happy I bought the Beyond IPO. I love their products.
Now, where I'm from, which I told you is Canada, do those not sound exactly like DD-based baggies in our market? Completely missing the point of the Beyond Meat IPO. They only offered 6 million shares. They only offered 6 million shares in their IPO. What happened here today? Someone who didn't see me spaz out. What happened here today where you're from? Is it the flavor of the meat? Come on. Look at what I'm showing you on the screen. The percentage float lock. They turn the float. Right. They turned the float twice with just a touch of dilution, almost 200%. If you're intimidated by the big board, take it, because it can seem intimidating. They're equally scared of this that we do. Take it from me, it's the same. You can do it if you want. This was a float lock, and I was going online to see if anyone knew that this was a float. Look at this guy. Knew that it was a float lock, and no one was able to note that that's why it ran. So everything, and the only reason I bring those people up is not to make fun of it. Y-bin is exactly the same. And the only reason I bring that up is these are the only things that matter in trading. Share structure, numero uno. Balance sheet, more so on the big board. Chart. Catalyst. Every type of trading is the same. That's what I'm here to do. If you want to trade big board, if you're going to be busy, or if you're frustrated that you don't get entries on super thin things and mergers like that for me, like me, it's okay. You can trade anything now. You never have to be baggy again. That's what this is about. But this OTC direction that KSM went, and I decided to do, is a niche that has not been satisfied until now. You will be the best trader you can be with the lessons. And this isn't me trying to cancellate. I'm good. But this is just the truth. You don't need anything different than what we do here. All trading is the same. And MACD is just fine as well. KST on the big board though. So that's food for thought for those of you who are frustrated, because it's our natural behavior. If you've been in stock world long enough, or if you've tried to purchase a service or be in a chat room, our natural understanding of what that is that we go to the chat room to get alerts. That's what I'm paying for, the chat room. I'm paying for the alerts here. I'm paying for that here. That's not what this is. This is trading skills for life, filing breakdowns, everything you need with access to me. If you want to check things out with me in the chat room, super cool. I love it. I get so much out of the interactions. I really love it. But that's ultimately, this is completely counterintuitive to what we expect from chat rooms and stock services. It will never be that. And it never can be on the OTC because there's such thinly traded securities. Which is why the only things that ever do work out that are pumped in chat rooms are front loaded, because you're just buying them off the ask, so it doesn't move that fast. So there's a lot of food for thought in what I just said there. But if you want to learn how to trade, this is the place. Okay, DD doing bag holders, they are everywhere. And most of the services that you choose are that. Know nothings. I don't know everything, but I know share structure, chart, catalyst, balance sheet. I know bullshit news when I read it. I know dilution when I see it. These are the only things that matter about any stock. So there's my commentary P. You bashed meat. You bashed it. Okie doke. North American frac sand, what a move. It's so funny. BLYQ. YBIN. We talked about YBIN. There's nothing there except a really small float, and there could be another one starting up here. We'll see if there's any actual value in it. Turbo, post reverse split on the move. Maybe a little early. I'll take a look at it. Bag. Monster bag. Huge bag. There are so many bag holders in Viper, you won't even believe it. And Viper will have news from time to time, and you will be led to believe it is the greatest trip of all time. And trust me when I say Viper is trash. I don't know that. I don't know if I care for that. I'll look at it. 4,000, it's a little iffy for me right now. PBAC, nice. Nice continuation here on PBAC. You know, when that many filings come out, is the CE still on? It is, yeah. But if you're going to try and trade something with a CE, it was a cease trade for me. I took a kick at the can at 13, and unfortunately it was a cease trade for me. I can't buy it. But you know, that's a hell of an effort there. Viper is the worst. That's really good. What will ultimately come? Is it the same company? Is a merger coming? It reminds me a lot of the original FTEG before they dumped on everyone. GovXD, this will be back at 0.03 in no time. Bag. TMGI, that's interesting. I'll look at that. That's a nice little chunk of change. Bag. Look at it. Dark Star Ventures, 30-minute chart champions in KSM. Oh, recently now. Do you like 3? 30-minute chart champions. You trusted it. You trusted it here. You got those dub 8s, dub 7s. Right all up in here. Boom. 12 at the end of the day. 8 to 12 in what? 1 hour. 2.5, 3 hours? 30? Nice job. Really nice. And really, that moment, you know when the 30 was hot? Right here. It tried, failed, and then tried again and broke through those baggies to create a new level right there. That moment there, go time. Genius. Nice job, y'all. I also want to give a special shout out to our good friend here, Ian, Rhino Man, who's been working really hard behind the scenes. And he made money today. And he sold it. So for you, my friend, it was a very proud moment for me to see that in the PM. Congratulations to you, Ian. Honestly, it was awesome. I am charged up right now. Maybe too charged up. Pumped for Ian. The things he writes, I don't always understand. I'm going to be honest with you, but I understood that. I don't know that. I don't know that. What are these crazy MFs doing? How locked up is this at $7,900 takes it up 36%? How locked up is it? That was the plan.
IMO.
Alan, nice. I don't have to. Been a while on that. kid barbecue is always a Value Setters is a monstrous bag, also known as smart New England women consulting firm play. They are smart as shit. They're in Boston, and they have a consulting firm, and their ticker is a super duper bag. ETFM had news, no one cares. $59,000, 27%. Bagolini. Oh, this thing. And the Novo's funny, you know, like it. Tauta Chrome, nice move. It's getting heavy. That dumping's really taking it over, but what a trade for us. No. Bag. 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 Right into an AS raise. Boom! Donna Brazil. Son of a gun. GCEH. It's trying. It's still trying. They bought the wrong one. Didn't they? Ay vey. What was the dollar volume on the day? Better. There it is. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Bag. Unfortunately, a bag. Nice little run for us, though. Bag. God. Lehman Brothers, $47 of a bag holder. EMBR, listen, if you have a list on your desk, like I do, mine's mental now because I've been doing bag, no bag for quite a long time now. If you have a list on your desk of things that are insta slaps, EMBR, tippy top. This is a shell. Look at this. This is a shell that is owned by popular shell owners. This is a shell that is in the game. It's fair game. And one day, EMBR will get a reverse merger. If you see an EMBR reinstatement, you slap it. If you see an EMBR filing, you slap it. If you see EMBR news, even if it's fake, you slap it up front and ask questions later on freebies. EMBR, you slap it. Back. I hope that was clear enough. CRSM, how do I enter this now, honestly? It was great for us, and I didn't hold it long enough. And I mean, we had Dub 4, and now it's a Uber alternative, which as someone said, You know, it is a saturated market, and it is. And do I want to buy it 1,000% up? I just don't have to. Like, it could be great, but I don't have to. EMBR, you slap it. No. Back. Taiwan Ninja. I'm sorry, pal. I know this is hard to hear. But at some point, Walmart pump TMXN needs to be looked at again because it really did. I mean, where's my page? TMXN. They just did Walmart pump like not long ago, and it's too thin down here. I'm sorry. And they are the types. They are the types to pump this again. TMXN. News around this price or across on the 30, you take it. They just did Walmart pump in December. And now it's in trips. You take it. It's a really good setup. It's been a bag, a promo bag too. But you know what? It's not fat enough. Timefire VR, PCLI. What happened? Nice reinstatement, right? 48 grand right out of the bakery door. Back. Whew. Hard out here. God bless. This is the one that makes me the angriest. If you want to know why, shoot me a note. Eeyores was something that had fake news that got retracted. Excuse me. Eeyores is not SEC reporting. Eeyores is a stinky pink. The share structure on Eeyores, according to Peter Robin, the float is 54 million. I know. Well, because there was no value. We're in the age of value. Christopher Robin, my apologies. $54 million. Now it's pink current. And they're out there with it. They're seeking business opportunities in the oil and gas sector. Don't be surprised if there's a merger announcement there. And if there isn't a merger announcement there that's not overly loaded, because that last time Eeyores got pumped, it was fake news. I'm sorry. Son of a gun. $54 million down here, no problemo. But we're in the age of value, aren't we? So if there's not a merger here, I don't have to. Good stuff. Good stuff. But I would keep an eye on that. It's pink current now, and they're looking for a merger. They're looking for love. Shit on me. Digital Town. We're hearing they're getting active. Practically in trips. The share structure is pretty good. Will the time be now? Will it be later? Will it be Monday? Well, gosh darn it. Billie Jean? Is that what you're talking about? That might just be a front load right there, pal. That's too late. I know what you were going for. I still had to say Billie Jean, though. Digital Town, very much on watch. It could be time any moment. It's tough for me to just buy a ton of it and sit on it because I'm not really that type of guy. Like, I'm able to be active all the time, and I don't want to sit on things. But if I had to sit on something right now, this will be a nasty trip one day. But I'm not sure today is that day. This could go live quicker than you think.
IMO.
Digital Town. And we've been tracking this for ages. It's a team effort where I'm from. That'll do. Oh, shit. Eeyore's talked about it. SNYR, let's take a look at the share structure. It's not bad. We're looking at a 10 million share float, 0.023. I need to be compelled right now with these QBs. They've announced quarterly results. We can go through these like lightning and see if it's even a better company. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and something else I forget right now. Amortization. It's up 1.3 million for an increase in 77%. So there's actual value being built here. Generated net income is a 0.02 earnings per share. Improved income from operations, nice. Net cash, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Gross profit, 71% gain. So you know what? This is a ticker that's actually building value. They're actually improving. And the market has responded. Cleared the baggies. It's almost cleared the baggies. Cleared them off. Shit on me. Was that just today? That was just today. This would be a really nice potential swing opportunity to look for, like would I want to just buy it here? I don't know. Like I think I would wait to see if it crosses. If it doesn't cross it on the 30 and there's an uptick off of this and the signal line is still pointing up, I'd be willing to give it a rip. That's an actual value opportunity. They're improving their company, which is hard to say about some of the stuff that we trade. LP. Nice. 7 million. Held at DTC doesn't mean anything in terms of upside. 0.37. Okay, cool. Is there something going on with LP? No. By the way, if you're vetting tickers in the big board, if you're looking for swing opportunities, you vet them just LP at them. I'm not seeing it, pal. Like this is dumped out, and people thought they'd pick up the bottom of LP, but that's tough stuff there. Very low volume cross on the 30. If you were paying attention to these things, you might have picked it up at the start of the day. I am not convinced. Because you're seeing it move on the 30 with some price action, but my goodness. It's very low volume. So LP not quite as exciting. NTech, boy, that's been around for a while. The share structure is fine. Why did it get volume today? No news, no disclosures. Still got a caveat emptor. They were released from litigation. Oh, right. Oh, they weren't released from that litigation. This is a press release. David Foley orchestrated a scheme to manipulate trading their stock and perpetrated some aspects of the scheme. Oh, lovely.
Should I look for entry?
Nah. Piss off. Truel, also known as mistaken identity ticker. They've mistaken it with a weed ticker that was an IPO on the Canadian Stock Exchange, and they still accidentally slapped Truel. You can see when the IPO happened. Memory game. There it was. No, that wasn't. Oh, shit. This was it. This was the Truel IPO. The ticker on the, I think it was the Toronto Stock Exchange, was Truel, Trul. And it did a run 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 10 cents to $4. But then they had to correct the presses that it wasn't. And now it's moving, and I don't know why. But I don't have to right now. And the Novo is heavy, and I don't feel that it moves. We got Form 4s. Remember with Form 4, people can be the CEO of a company and a shitty trader. Believe it or not. But this guy picked up baby volume. Never fall for Form 4 until you calculate the actual amount of size that the CEO's taken. That is gross. 10,000, 20,000, 31,000, 33,000, 38,000, 40,000. 40,000 shares. Looks like an average price of 148. So he has to report that he bought shares, but he bought $500 worth. So let's take it easy on the Form 4. Acquired. Direct ownership. A, green, and they even make it easy for you. Green, he slapped it. Red, he dumped it. But A or D is the acquired or divested, disposed of. So is that really a sign, a bullish sign that he bought $500 worth? Where I'm from, not only does this look like it weighs 1 trillion pounds, but it also looks like shit. Good chat. We're having fun right now, and if you weren't sure if we're having fun, you are actually. You're having fun right now. Believe it or not. Valdi. Well, if you were wondering whether you were or not, you are, though. That's the point I'm trying to make. Right now, well, that's you think that, but you are. Right now, I'm asking what's your life worth and what's your time worth. I mean, oscillating between, this and that. Like, I mean, this is heavy, but it's not as heavy anymore. Right? Like could it actually be breaking out? Well, there is a lot of dirt to churn through between now and then. But let's take a look at that 8K and see if there's something of value in it that might justify it actually moving. Because that's the difference. Valdi, you know this person, right? Valdi moving. Sorry, what was that? Valdi moving. Why is it moving, asshole? What was it? accountant change. That's not valuable. I just want to see the balance sheet. That's all I care about. Their major initiatives for this year are obtaining commercial sales of their products. They have no sales. Developing and improving project agents. Furthering the development of their products. So they're still going to push this turd. They're not going to do a reverse merger. They're going to try with this. I need more than this. I'm sorry. Vita Mobile Systems. This is the one where the CFO bought some. That's right. I thought it was CEO, but it is. The CFO bought some in March. You know, this didn't get sold off, did it? I mean, there were some nasty ass wicks there, but never really did. And now it's trying again. It's spotty volume. It doesn't really excite me, I got to be honest with you. But it's something to keep on mind. PNAT is a ticker where maniacs, knowing that it has a pending reverse split, smash it. Because they put out news about Grease Beast going to True Value and Ace Hardware stores. PNAT's the type that they go for. They're obviously not moving forward with this reverse split. Oh, really?
Look good.
What's the plan? Huh? Got some Lowe's news. I wonder. PNAT sub 32. I'll try it if I was feeling really patient. I mean, we got a KST cross on the daily. We got action on Julie. We got action on the 30. We got a front load for the month of May. The month of May. You don't have to until you have. Someone has to right now. And it's probably someone that'll tell you to buy it soon. I don't know if I want to, but it's food for thought. Global Clean Energy Holdings, they got the contract with the oil company. It shot up after that 8K. 30, maybe not look good. I'm not seeing the power here, are you? I'm seeing it holding up, but I'm not necessarily seeing the power. You know. Whoop. You'll have to, because even when it bounced the first time, like there was no upside in it. So GCH is heavy duty, and we got a lot of people down low that were hearing oil company, probably who worked at the oil company and knew this is a stop sign piece of shit and they could get away with it. So I would really need to be convinced. Global payout. Global payout is a monstrosity. Always been a monstrosity. When I hear people tell me thoughts on global payout, I say, do you care about your life? My life has value. And this is denigrating that value. Every moment that I hold it ruins it. ASTI is Bag City, and we thought we'd give it a shit. give it a shot on that 8K, and I just don't know if it's done. I don't know if it'll ever be done. 30 look good. It's just hard to trust it. I mean, they just split it. Well, maybe not just split it. I guess I've been doing this too long now, but it's trying though, isn't it? Tough work. Tough work. If you were a too low down here champion, this would be your Moby Dick.
You slap it.
You slap it. They had a bunch of news on their website. Not here, of course.
Canadians hate North American frac sand.
Why are Canadians raging against the machine so hard on North American frac sand? Shit if I know, but they are not feeling it. I can't even buy it. And they put a bunch of stuff on their website. I mean, and they are Canadian. That's the craziest part. Like, it's got a Canadian domain name, and they put a bunch of stuff on their website. The thing about website update versus actual disclosures is the longevity short. So on Monday, will this be a runner? Ballyq is an empty shell, if I recall, with an accountant change, and it's finished shit. Will they run it up successfully like YBIN? I don't know. 52,000 share float. It depends on the commitment they get from the people who are into that, but excuse me. 11,000. So we're closing in on it. Hard work. Hard work. If you had some lotto money and wanted to try a low floater, here you go. But just know there's no value in it. That's all. You can go through the balance sheet yourself and find that out. There's no operations there. There's no value. There's no value. Turbo. Reverse split turbo. You sons of guns. You know, the thing about reverse splits is they usually just split the OS and the float. And they keep that big fat AS there to dump on you. Turbo didn't want to. Thin, that turbo. There's the reverse split there, like I said. But the AS isn't big now. Y'all got Sparrow? I don't know. That's a month ago. I wonder if it's actually just too thin right now. And it could get run up. Very interesting. I don't have to. Nice. Shit on me. Oh! But today is not that day. Right? Not today. Live concerts. They're expanding its WIM product line, which doesn't really excite me. WIM. CBD. Tinctures. Jacques Cartier. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready for that. That's not ready. I don't have to. 30? Nice job. Y'all got Steph Curry? Anything interesting on the SOS? Then I gotta go. I have my high school friends coming. They're from here, like just around here, and then they're coming back to here to talk. I mean, all we have to talk about is being from here at this point, because we're from other places right now. So we can talk about the times we had here, and then maybe the times they had elsewhere, including the times that I've been having right here. That'll do. Thank you. Have a good weekend.